I can see this key of success, and maybe it's a pity, but it's not only about making great art, it's also how to sell it, you know, you have to kind of sell yourself. You really have to go hardcore outside to put yourself out for people to see you.
First of all, I love that tattoo that you have inside your hand.
The cosmos, yeah, because it's really, I talk to my best friend, the universe, every day. And this, you know, law of attraction, manifesting something, sounds really stupid, but it really does. And I always think when I talk alone, I don't talk to nobody, because everything is listening. Today, actually, when I came here on my bicycle, so talking to the cosmos, and often, you know, sometimes I ask for something, a wish, but today I also just said to the cosmos, and I say to you again, thank you, because I'm just happy. And I just want to say thank you for this. I'm happy, there's nothing else I want to add.
Diese Fahrt endet hier. Bitte alle aussteigen.
What a beautiful entrance gate.
Yes.
Hey,
Hi.
nice to meet you. Oh, in French you do kiss, or did you adapt to German?
We kiss.
Yeah, okay.
But I live here for 13 years.
Okay.
So by now I answer to Johanna
Okay.
and I hug
What's your original pronunciation of it?
Johanna. Welcome.
It's a little bit of a labyrinth, but we're almost there. So I always have to give my number to people to call me, and then it really takes like a couple of minutes to go down.
Yeah.
Finally, here we are, after you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. This is like the cliche of a studio, no? It's like the dream studio. It's a little bit cliche. It's like what you think you get when you come to Berlin, but maybe like 30 years ago, because now it's really, yeah. Can I offer you some water?
Yes, water would be nice.
Do you want a coffee? I was 21, I didn't speak German, I didn't have money, my parents, they couldn't help me, I didn't study art, so I arrived and I was a cleaning lady. Honestly, from this, I could really, back in the days, pay my rent in Kreuzberg, which was maybe 400 euro, and then I was painting in my room. I mean, I always painted as something like that is really, it saves my life. I couldn't be without being creative, painting, drawing, cutting stuff, making clothing. So this is something that I have to do in order to stay healthy. You should see the bathroom. It's also a really beautiful space. Look at this shower for you as a filmmaker. I showered earlier, so you can see.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really nice space. You know, these are a collection of jokers that I found from cards that I collect, and of course sometimes I make them bigger, I make my own jokers, but if you start to look at card games, there are so many interesting ways of representing the joker,
Yeah.
which is the fool, right? Der Narr auf Deutsch, richtig? Is a vagabond. You know, he's there with his little bag, and he just goes from castle to castles, and then he hears stories, so he goes from one place to another, telling the stories of the other king who did that, and the queen who maybe like flirt with I don't know who, and because he dressed like silly, like a clown, and he makes everybody laugh, he actually has much more freedom and rights than any other people around the village.
Yeah.
He would not get his head cut to be able to tell the truth. But I think this is how I see myself too, and I think this is how many artists see themselves. So yeah, from being a cleaning lady, painting animals in my bedroom in Kreuzberg, I fell in love, I got married at 21, really young. And he was living in Prague. And in order also for him to come to stay with me in Germany, the Ausländerbehörde wanted me to make enough money for two, so I can support my husband at the time. And being a cleaning lady was not enough. I worked for Booking.com for 1 year on the phone. And this was 40 hours a week. I could see that my soul was dying. I couldn't paint. I was so tired. This was not. But I did it, because then he could be with me and then we could be together and then he could find a proper job where then maybe I could do more of what I wanted. So then we moved to a new apartment. I had a room to paint. Then I was 24 and this is when I sold my first painting. And I think this is the moment. First, I always painted for myself until you realize, okay, but maybe people are interested. And at that time, I separated from my first husband. Now I'm remarried again.
What's his name?
Manuel.
And he's an artist
He's
too?
an artist, he's a sculpture artist.
Yeah.
And what I will never forget is that from the first moment we met, he took me really seriously as an artist. And this made a really big difference because it's not, this little girl who is just painting. And there's still a lot of people who see me that way, I guess. But he was like, yeah, actually, I really like what you do. Yeah, and he really helped me to be like, okay, you know what, I'm not just painting on the side. Actually, I could be a painter, I can be an artist. And how do I do this? And this is when I started to think, how do you do it? We play card games almost every day.
Yeah.
And I love it.
You still play cards?
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I started to record the conversation we have when we play cards because it's such an absurd, it's so absurd, the conversation. Everybody's like this and it's about which color, like black or red or if it's a heart, and then everybody's like, what are we playing already? Hearts. Right, hearts. And then the other one's like, what are we playing? And I have this absurd conversation with my family where we talk about nothing, but then a little bit about the weather, what the dog is just doing, who wants more cake, which color are we playing, and oh no, I lost again. And these are just this beautiful moment where we are outside of, sorry, I have some cat hair, where we are outside of this reality. And this is also a big question that I ask, that I try to translate into my work. What is time? Time is something you can't buy. We are running out of time, all of us. So how to spend your time, which is the most precious things we have. And for me, to spend time in things that are maybe silly or useless in life, which are playing cards, building a card house, maybe painting, or I think those are actually the most poetic and the most beautiful moments. And I try to imagine that one day I would have enough time to spend that I could just sit and look at my laundry drying until it's fully dried. So there we are, both a painter and a sculptor, in love and broke. We worked at a cafe at the time. And then there was a time where we were like, okay, we make art. We are there for each other. We both want to grow in what we do, and let's rent a bigger studio. That was really the turning point in our life. So I was looking for a studio, and I found something on eBay Kleinanzeigen, and it was beautiful. It was a villa with Greek columns, terrazzo floor, like really beautiful space. We went to the Sparkasse.
Yeah.
We asked for a loan, and the guy said, yeah, you two artists, you are really a risk for us. We can give you €2,000 maximum. And then I had a great genius moment. I decided to go to France and try my chance there to make a credit. Mm-hmm. And I managed to get €15,000. And then we did it. And then I had this money, so I knew we could at least be 6 months in the studio without stress. And this was such a relief. And because we were together, we said, okay, if it doesn't work, if we don't make money anymore, we leave. And it's not actually, and it's not a big deal. Maybe it's not failing, it's really trying. And this is what I would like to say to everyone, how, I'm really serious, but how everything stands is because you really need to put yourself in danger a little bit. You really need to try things and not stay in your comfort zone. And then the whole villa open for the public, so there was an opening night. And then there was somebody from the Tagesspiegel. And this woman from Tagesspiegel met me, and then she said, okay, now we are going to talk about this girl. We met actually now
15 years ago.
15 years ago in Barcelona. He had his studio, he was already a painter. I was like a little fangirl, kind of.
So what time are we meeting again?
I think 11.
Yes.
11 to 1.
We have the visitor, you know. She's asking what time she should come because I'm sure the meeting is gonna last much longer than...
You think so? And those are works that I made last year. And this was a 12-meter huge work separated in few pieces. No, 12 meters? No, 6 meters? 8 meters? 10 meters?
A certain amount of
Quite
meters.
long.
You live here as well?
No, I mean, I sleep here sometimes, really not often. You can also come in. The bed was already here in the studio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a really big studio. So I don't make that many paintings of people, but I do a lot of portraits of Manu. He doesn't have ginger hair, but I felt for that painting it was really beautiful to have a touch of cadmium orange. And this is him in Denmark before we go swimming. He stretches. It's a half-naked clown, again a clown you see, and that you see through a keyhole. You know, when you watch through a keyhole, you always wish to see something you shouldn't see. And I made a little series of work like this, you know, like people having sex or stuff like that. Like as a kid, maybe you wish to find your parents in a weird position, or, you know, it's always this like voyeurism stuff. So, okay, so it was clear that I would paint the 22 major card in big since years. And I was working on it and it was wonderful, but I wanted to also paint the 78 small cards. And then I gave myself the challenge to paint all these cards in 1 month, which I did. And they are so beautiful. And soon they will be released into a deck. I'm also adding a lot of my own life memories or what I know into the tarot. This is the fool who is there with a snake and a wolf and a cat.
Beautiful.
And then I wrote in French on all the cards the meaning of them. So both sides of my family are quite, in a way, spiritual, but I feel like when you come from the really deep countryside, it's not uncommon, you know? So it was just my brother and I, my parents, the animals, and then just this open sky. So I felt really close to this, the flowers, the trees, the animals. And really when I say hi to the birds, they really look at me. I mean, you know, there is really something going on. Yeah. And so I like to talk to the space around me, the cosmos.
I'm with you, and I feel that's something very healthy also, to believe in something.
To be able to know that there is something bigger than you, also that you are not the most powerful in the world. I think it's important to remember. But if you are connected with your surrounding, maybe you are stronger. We are the universe. Like the whole system is also inside of us. We are also like a really holy, it's a little temple inside, right? It's a whole system working and so on, and it's quite magical. It's good to know also that we are never alone.
I think it is hard, and it takes sacrifice also to follow that path, which is, of course, you're playing around with color. It's not like you're doing some surgery on an open heart, but in some way, maybe you are healing someone through your work as well, which is part of the bigger picture. Again.
And it's true, because this is what people tell me always. I'm a painter. Yeah. But at the opening, you know, I'm signing autographs. There are people with tears in their eyes, bringing me flowers, telling me how my work really gives them happiness, and it makes them feel better to look at the colors that I'm using, and it really inspires them on a daily basis to paint or to do what they love. And this, it's a superpower. And this energy I put in my work, people really get it. It's like it's vibrating back to them. It's my prince on his white horse is coming to pick me up. And look at the sky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, something's coming.